Welcome back, guys. Today we're in the office going over some news that's coming out in the auto industry. It's going to hit a little close to home because I have a son that's a huge fan of this vehicle. And without further ado, Chevy has announced that the 2025 Chevy Camaro Z28 will be the last model of the Chevy Camaro in this product line. Now, that product line has ran over 60 years throughout the decades. People have loved it by race enthusiasts. It has crazy performance, bold design, and affordable pricing. So if Corvette was never in your wheelhouse, the Camaro was definitely something you should have been looking at. Now, the 2025 Chevy has promised that it's going to close out the legendary aero style power and innovation that defined the muscle car category anyway for years. The new model will have significant updates and improvements that embrace modern technology while staying true to the essence of that. Visually, the Swan Song masterfully blends classic Camaro styling cues with contemporary aggressive design elements. The aerodynamic body and wider fenders will accommodate larger high-performance tires, making its stance and bolder, more menacing than it ever has before. I mean, it's going to go out with a bang. You can expect that Chevy's going to come out in some really wicked colors and really try and highlight that Z28 heritage. Performance-wise, the last of its kind, the powerhouse will leave no stone unturned. It is expected to include a naturally aspirated V8 producing 500 horsepower, as well as that beefed up and meticulously tuned suspension, so that way you can have a great driving experience. Now, we all know that throughout the years, it's kind of twisted and turned and got into a little bit more safety tech. I mean, the interiors of these Camaros is fantastic, guys. And if you guys know the infamous 1969 Chevy Camaro, it's probably one of the most iconic ones. But really, I think everybody probably has a love for a lot of these Camaros. And I did love the whole Smokey and the Bandit when the Firebird and the Camaro were almost identical sister cars. And then when GM debunked Pontiac, it was kind of a bummer. But in the description down below, guys, drop your favorite year Camaro. For me, it's probably going to be the late 80s IROC. All the well-to-do people had these. They were so cool. This is before I got in high school and started getting my own liking. So as a kid, I saw that as like a really monster like race car, sports car. And that's one of my favorites. And I'm not saying I didn't like any of the other model years, especially one of the newer ones when they came out, the body style with Bumblebee and the Transformers movie. Really, really cool. But for me, which one came home was that one. And having driven plenty of Camaros over the years, it is sad to see it go. I will tell you this much, that the market no longer really even wants cars. It doesn't want anything like that. So this day and age, for a two-door, horrible in the snow, rear-wheel drive performance vehicle that belongs nowhere but on the track or on a sunny day in Arizona or Florida or wherever, getting horrible fuel economy. They've pretty much gotten away from all the manual transmissions. I mean, if you're in the market for that, then you're going to need to get an order in before the 2025 model year ordering closes. And they'll probably be dropping 25s in 24, to be honest with you. I mean, so that's usually how it plays out. And I'll just tell you that for me, I'm glad that they're putting away, leaving it at that, not coming out with some like bastardized electronic version of it like the Mustang Mach-E. Ford had plenty of nameplates in their whole bucket of cars they threw away. They could have just named that anything but a Mustang and left the Mustang as a badass sports car. And instead, now we got this Mach-E, and I hope that Chevy just takes the Camaro and rides it off into the sunset and doesn't come back with the Camaro SUV crossover thing. That would suck. But again, guys, I do appreciate you being here. If you are a Camaro fan like one of my sons, it was a little bit sad to see that happen because he's really enjoyed watching and looking at these Camaros at the car shows and whatnot. But this will be the end of the Mo. Thanks, guys, for being here. Again, hit the subscribe button, like button for me, and we'll see you on the next one.